Who said buying a property with 3.5% down and then putting it on Airbnb is illegal? Do these people know what they're talking about? Do they have any idea how investing works? I'm gonna break it down to you guys because back in 2008, I actually used to work. That was my last J.O.B. was in 2007-ish, 8. And I worked at Bank of America, and I used to do loans for people where they would purchase, refinance, do home equity lines of credit. I did all that stuff. And then I bought my first property in 2012. So I've been buying real estate for over a decade. And I want to explain how you can buy a property with 3.5% and launch it on Airbnb on day number 1. And I'm going to teach you how to do this in a legal way. And even if the banks are watching this and the lenders are watching this, right? You guys can let me know in the comments if I'm right or if I'm right. Okay, because I know when I'm right, okay, and I'm right just about 100% of the time. Just kidding, guys. So, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on that notification bell. Let's jump right into it. So, you can buy a property with 3.5% down as long as you are living in that property, typically for about 12 months. After 12 months, you are allowed to then rent it out to other people and you no longer have to live in the property. Now, what if you were to buy a property, rent it on Airbnb, but also live in the property? This is what you call house hacking, my friends. I have done this multiple times. In fact, in most of the properties that I have purchased to live in, I have always done a split home ADU where I live in one side and Airbnb the other side, and the side I Airbnb pays for the entire mortgage payment. And think about it, if you have a mortgage payment of $4,000 go out every month, but you're also making $4,000 every month on Airbnb, $4,000 come in, $4,000 go out, $4,000 go in, guess what? You don't pay taxes. It is a wash, my friends. So you buy a property with 3.5% down, FHA loan. So you only put down $3,500 for every $100,000 of the purchase price, right? So if you're buying a property for $500,000, 3.5% of that is $17,500. Then you do what I call a split home, right? You split the house into 2 units and you could live on one side and Airbnb the other side. Or you could do what we call a garage conversion ADU where you convert the garage into an accessory dwelling unit. Depending on your situation, this may or may not work, but let's say you're single, you're not married, or you're unmarried, and you have no kids. So you don't really need a 5-bedroom all to yourself. So you decide to live in the ADU, which the garage was converted into a habitable accessory dwelling unit. So you're living there, and then you rent out the entire house. This is a legitimate and legal way. Or there are people out there that will rent multiple rooms inside of the house. Like I did this, right? I did this back in 2012. I lived in the master and I rented the other 3 rooms out to long-term tenants, and they covered not just my total mortgage payment, including principal, interest, taxes, insurance. It also covered all the utilities because my mortgage payment was $1,500. Principal, interest, taxes, insurance. The utilities were $300, so a total of $1,800. I rented those 3 rooms for $600 a pop, and I paid nothing out of pocket. But I could have done the exact same thing with Airbnb, except I didn't know about Airbnb back in 2012. I started my Airbnbs in 2017. But like I said, from 2017 to about 2022, for those 5 consecutive years, I always lived in a portion of the unit and Airbnb the other side. That has always been my strategy, house hacking. And yes, you can do 3.5% FHA loan and do Airbnb on day number 1. And as long as you are living in the property, it is 100% legal. No one said that you're not allowed to rent out a room or a portion of the home, right? You can decide that. As long as you are living in the property, you could do whatever you want. Maybe not whatever you want, but you could do long-term tenants, you could do short-term rentals, you could do mid-term rentals, and you can be very creative. By the way, have you guys subscribed and turned on your notification bell? Or have you liked this video, right? Make sure you hit that like button, okay, so we can get more people watching this video. But don't let the naysayers tell you you can't do this stuff, because a lot of the people that say, oh, that's illegal, that's a scam, a lot of these people are broke. Maybe not all of them, but most of them. That being said, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Check out the links down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video.